Players, when I tell you we need to protect ProPublica at all costs, baby, we need to protect them at all costs, because this investigation that they are conducting into Harlan Crow and Clarence Thomas' relationship has got Clarence Thomas in a chokehold, honey. Baby, and these calls for him to resign are coming in fast and thick. And they saying that his ass violated some laws. And also, y'all, baby, his mama is still living in this property. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So as previously reported, honey, ProPublica dropped a bombshell report on Clarence Thomas and Harlan Crow's relationship last week. Harlan Crow is a real estate mogul who is a billionaire, and he has been paying for luxury travel for Clarence Thomas for over a decade, honey. And one of these trips allegedly cost $500,000 if Clarence Thomas would have paid for it. Now, the Washington arrangement is not over for ProPublica and Clarence Thomas, honey. They just keep chugging along. Chugga, 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 toot, toot. And yesterday, honey, they stopped the train to drop another report on Clarence Thomas, alleging that Harlan Crow paid Clarence Thomas over $130,000 for his mother's house, and Clarence Thomas did not report this real estate transaction, even though the law says that any transactions over $1,000, Clarence Thomas is supposed to report it. And now the marathon has continued in my Nipsey Hussle voice, because, baby, they have found out that Clarence Thomas' mother is still living in that house, honey. I declare, what a disgrace. So after Harlan Crow bought the house, he made some big improvements to the house. They say he spent, I believe it was about $50,000 on improvements to the home. Now, who do you know buys a house from somebody and then they make improvements on the home just for the previous owner to continue living there? Well, baby, it sure do smell fishy to me, honey. It is stinking, honey. It is stinking. So this woman has been living in this house since 2014, since Clarence Thomas sold the home to Harlan Crow for $133,363. That purchase was for Clarence Thomas' mother's home, as well as some other vacant lots on the same street. Now, we haven't heard anything from Clarence Thomas or the Supreme Court, honey. It is quiet as church mice over there. But Harlan Crow did issue a statement yesterday admitting that he did purchase the home, saying that he was going to eventually turn it into a museum dedicated to Clarence Thomas. Now, that is not uncommon for the childhood home of prominent figures to be turned into a museum. It's not uncommon. However, Clarence Thomas was supposed to report that real estate transaction because it is federal law, and he failed to do it. So the calls are coming in for Clarence Thomas to be impeached, honey. I'm just wondering how long it's going to take him to come up with the story to try to backpedal and pussy pop out of it. Hey, man, when I tell you we need to give Anita Hill her just desserts, because she was right. Players, put your thoughts in